everybody, welcome back to Life with Annie. Let me put this light on. I'm a little late with my college football food today. I fell asleep. So I'm in here and I'm going to do something really simple. I'm making some pigs in a blanket, and I'm just using crescent rolls, and I've got some Nathan hot dogs here, and so we're just putting those on a sheet, and then we can just dip those in mustard. So that's the easy part. Well, the other part's easy too. I've just got to mix up that dip. But yeah, has the game started yet, Matt?
No, it starts at 3:30.
Okay, the game starts at 3:30, and I think I just heard a report from an announcer on TV that said there's some weather in our area. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. It's not raining here. I did just let Lucy and Thunder out, and there were some sprinkles on the back deck, so we will see. But I'm just kind of making some quick food this weekend. But I think it'll still be good. I think Matt will enjoy it, and we will have leftovers, so no worries there. We'll just refrigerate it, and he can pull some out whenever he wants to eat it, and so can I. All right, so, and I'm not doing these in any fancy way, shape, or form. They're just getting a crescent roll wrapped around them to keep them nice and cozy. And then they're going to go in the oven. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out here. There we go. All right. So let me get these in the oven. I'm gonna put them in at 350, and they're just gonna bake like, you know, a crescent roll. The hot dog will heat up. So maybe about 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna cook them kind of slow. Be right back with the dip. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna drop a couple of tablespoons into this saucepan. We're making Mexican street corn dip. We're going to let that kind of saute up, and I'm going to go ahead and add in 4 cups of corn. I'm just using a frozen corn. And then it says to let the corn just kind of saute. You want it to kind of crisp up a little bit. So while we're letting that, it's 8 to 10 minutes, it said. So while we're letting it do that, I'm going to get all these other components together. So you're going to need, let's see, it's a half a cup of mayonnaise. I already measured everything out. Half a cup of mayonnaise, 3 tablespoons of sour cream, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Then you're going to need, it says a half of a lime juiced into it, and some cotija cheese. Now, sometimes I can find this cheese, sometimes I can't, but I've made it before when I couldn't find it, and they said you could substitute Parmesan cheese. So I bought some fancy Parmesan cheese at the store yesterday, so we're going to use that. And I believe that was it. So 4 cups of corn, 2 tablespoons butter, half cup mayonnaise, 3 tablespoons sour cream, teaspoon garlic powder, 4 teaspoon cayenne pepper, and 2/3 cup of this cotija cheese, or Parmesan in my case. Now, it says you could put cilantro on it at the end, but I love cilantro, but Matt is not crazy about it, so we're not going to put the cilantro in. So let me just let these corn kernels kind of cook a little bit. I've got the pigs in a blanket in the oven, so we'll be back in just a minute. Oh, and by the way, so far Clemson's not doing very well. Just so you know. I thought if I used Clemson colors to cook with, it might bring them more luck. They're in like a storm delay right now. Maybe they'll have a little talking to. Let's check on these pig in the blankets. See how the pigs in their blankets. And let's see how they're looking. Oh. There they are. I'm gonna give them just a couple more minutes. And they should be done. Y'all, I'm gonna try to get me one of those cameras that I can put directly over the food. So bear with me on this, but this is the corn and it's starting to get little brown, little color to it. So I've turned it off. I'm gonna let it cool down just a minute. And then over here, I've got the mayonnaise, the sour cream, the garlic powder, and the cayenne pepper. And I'm going to mix this all together. When it cools down just a touch, I'm going to add this in. Then I'm going to add some of the Parmesan, and then I'm going to squeeze half of a lime. I may put a little bit more in it. We'll taste it to see. And this is what that little creamy mixture is doing for us. Get it mixed up real well. Okay, so we'll give this a couple more minutes to cool down. Just wanted to show you, look at the nice char on that corn. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to add this mixture to the corn. I've taken out the pigs in a blanket. They're laying right there. Make sure I got that spice mixed up in there good. Okay. So what do y'all make if you make any kind of little snacks or treats for game day? What kind of things do y'all make? All right, so I'm gonna just take this, scrape this off. And we'll mix this together. And then I'm gonna put some of this cheese in here. We're gonna sprinkle some over the top. So we're going to save just a little bit.
Smells delicious.
It does smell good, doesn't it? Okay, and then I'm going to take this lime and just kind of squeeze it over the whole. Ooh, that one has a lot of juice. Okay. Just stir this together. And then I'll hold up these little, more like dinosaurs in the blankets. There you go. Bigfoot in the blanket. All right, so let me kind of organize here a little bit and we will plate this up. Okay, so I'm just gonna sprinkle this last little bit of the cheese over the top. This would be when you would sprinkle cilantro. Wish I had some. I didn't even get it. I could have sprinkled some on for me, on my portion at least. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got some I bought the scoops for the chips for that. And then I've got our pigs in the blanket down in here. Now you could cut these in half. You know, you don't have to eat a whole one if you want to, if you've got children or something like that. Put a little bit of mustard in these cups. So let me make myself a plate. All right. So I'm going to take one of these, because honestly I haven't eaten since breakfast, so I probably could eat a whole one. And then I'll take some of these scoops. Now I've made this dip before and we really enjoyed it, so hopefully you'll still enjoy it. And I'm just going to put some of that over those scoops. But you do it however you want to do it. Your kitchen, your food, your family. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick, I just wanted a tiny bit of mustard. I'm just going to stick that on there. And that's going to be my plate for tonight. So Matt will come in here and fix his, and hopefully the weather improves and Clemson improves. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me just move this up a little bit. I'm trying to get cameras worked out. I'm not very good with this camera thing. So, well, I used to always do it on Facebook, and you have a certain way to do it. But this camera, it cuts off a lot of my head, so I'm trying to, so give me a little grace when it comes to figuring out the best camera tripod for it. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope you will hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and we will see you again in the next video. Bye, everybody. Y'all, I'm gonna squeeze just a little bit more of this juice over mine.